What what we actually found out is that it is not who the Twitter handle is that was today's problem. It was that a lawyer to the federal government said in court that he was not briefed by the president to represent him. That's the end of the case. Because what these laws are clear about, this is my fourth cybercrime charge. The first one was by Buhari in 2019. And one element of that law, even as it was amended, is that the person who claimed that you are harassing him or bullying him must have complained. So a third party, in fact, how we defeated Buhari in 2019 was that we were able to prove that Buhari doesn't use the internet and that Malami doesn't know anything about the internet. In fact, it was at the time that Buhari was complaining about air infection that he said I was bullying him. How can somebody who cannot hear, read, or write? When we told their team that we would need Buhari in court in his personal capacity, because that's what the law said, they withdrew the cybercrime charge. So we got a very big one today. And that is why their lawyers are probably not going to pass through this place before the media. They admitted in open court that there was no briefing from the president about this case. So the judge, in his very, very interesting wisdom, kept asking them, who then initiated the case? Because they didn't want to announce the name of their witness. They only have one witness, unknown. And we said, look, I'm not a lawyer, and I'm going to allow lawyers to do their job, but I've been frequenting courts a lot. And one thing I know about the Evidence Act is that if somebody is going to give evidence in a criminal trial, the defendant has the right to, in advance, have a copy of his own claims. And then he can adequately prepare for the trial. In this case, they didn't know who. They just said, we have a witness in court. And the judge laughably said, even if it's an evil spirit, we must know what is coming to say in court. That was how that adjournment was secured. Apart from other things, but this is an active case. A very active and radioactive case. But the interesting part is that, as one of our lawyers said on TV once, the president has not complained that he's not a criminal. He didn't complain to anybody. It is busybodies at the DSS who have nothing to do at the time that the country is in need of their intelligence expertise, so-called, that they went around trying to please the president. Maybe they have some money left out there for lawyers, and they just want to find some people to give briefs to. And the last thing I'll say is that we have been through this nonsense before. Malami was the architect of this kind of foolish lawsuit. Look at where he is today. In fact, when we leave this place today, we want to go and help to bail Malami out of the... Yes, at Kuje prison. We are planning to go there because he's entitled to not only the bail is been granted, but the freedom that the bail had, Hopefully, we will still be able to find him there at Kuje prison, where he's been hiding. But we are not mocking him because we don't play with fundamental human rights. But it's important for Nigerians to know that if people have work to do at a time like this, they would never have brought this lawsuit to court. And that's why you are not likely to be finding their lawyers addressing the media. They might, after they have heard us, so they are hanging out there waiting. Maybe they'll pick up on some of our statements and use it to address why they are here. But at any rate, I'm available anytime they want me, even though I know this is frivolous, it's a waste of my time, energy. For the last 1 year, these wicked people seized my passport. I have not been able to travel out of the country, Nigeria. But as always stated, we are 200 million people here. I am not more important than the 199 point something million people who are also trapped here. We must do everything to get ourselves the liberty that we desire, and a country that governs with common sense, at least. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Revolution.
Now,
Revolution.
now.
Stop, please.
That's